Hey folks, Lauren from Snowy's here with the DARCHE Shady Shelter Wall. I'm going to show you how to install it onto your shady shelter. Now it weighs just under 1 kilo and it comes in this little its own storage bag here, which is nifty. Helps you to easily sort your walls if you're using all 4 of them. It's about 40 centimeters long by just under 20 centimeters wide by about 10 centimeters high. But obviously those measurements, it's a squishy package, so they're not fixed. Now, pulling the wall out of the bag here, and we will open it like so and shake it out, and we'll have a look at our orientation here. So obviously you can tell by the wall or the openings on the shady shelter that it's domed. So obviously your flat end is going to be your base, and what you're going to want to do is set your wall up with your mesh and your khaki side out and your silver side facing in. So I will use this wall over here to set up. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is find our center point at the top like so, and that is going to attach up here on the hub. So we can see we've got this little piece of like a PVC coated material here that's protecting a section of the hub. That's a little slot for our clip to go in, and it's just really as simple as pushing it in and it clicks into place. Hold up, to make sure you don't miss any of our awesome content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get back to it. So I'm going to work my way across the top here. So we're going to clip this one into place and this one into place. And there's no real reason why you have to sort of do it like this, but I like to, especially when you've got like a lighter weight, more instant up frame, I like to sort of keep an even tension across the framework here. Now, when we get to the hub, we've got a hole here through this sort of padded protective material we've got on the outside. We've got a larger hole, which is where our clip's going to go in, and then we're just going to push that down and that will click through and out of the bottom hole like so. So that's all locked into place. So I'm going to go back and do this on the other corner as well. Find that center there, push the clip in, and then hook it through out the bottom of the hole. Now we've attached the whole top of the shady wall now in place, and as you could probably tell with that last one, there was a fair bit of tension on there, so the walls are not going to be sagging at all. In any rate, they're going to be a nice and sort of firm taut wall across your shelter. Now down the side on all 4 corners, we're going to pop our little toggles through in the loops here like so. And down the bottom, we've got a hook in place, and that is going to loop over one of these little eyelets that we've got. So we're going to have 2 on each corner, which is obviously for the wall coming in from this side. And we'll do the same on the other side. Right, so I've just pegged that corner in. So now on the outside, we've got a bit of a rain skirt here, and they've got some peg loops on the end, which you can just use to loop around the peg points that you've put in on the 4 corners there, just to sort of keep a bit of tension and tautness on that. And you've also got a couple of different options with pegging the skirt down in the center, as well as some bungee loops here, which gives you versatility for how you want to set your wall up. Now, the material of the wall as well is 150 denier polyester, and it does have this silver polyurethane titanium coating is what DARCHE call it, and it's UPF 50 with a 200 ml water head rating. Now, the windows as well are like a very fine mesh, so DARCHE don't state no seam, but the actual grid weave on it is really, really fine. No midgie expert, but I reckon this would be tough ask to not keep midges out. Bearing that in mind though, the way that it is constructed, there is a bit of a gap on the inside, so don't be relying on this too strongly to be keeping those little tiny critters like the midges out. So we've got a couple of different ways that we can set this up. So your wall can either roll and tuck away off to the side here. So you may have noticed before I've got this long toggle that can loop around the wall like so, and it's got a corresponding tag on the other end there. Now, whether or not you want to just set one open, if you've got, say, all 4 walls in and you just use this as your entry point, or whether or not you want to open out the whole walls without uninstalling it, you've got the option to do that as well. So both of the window sections are mirrored on either side, and they both zip down from the top like so, and again allows you to roll them up and stow them away. So we do have 2 stow points here for your walls. So we got this one here and another one here over in the corner. Now, as you can see, there's a bit of a breeze blowing, and I haven't pegged down the wall in the center, so that is blowing out a little bit. However, if I got a peg in place, that's going to hold the wall down like so, and keep the tension across the whole surface there. So that's about it for the Shady Shelter Wall, a really excellent addition to your Shady Shelter, which gives you loads of versatility in a range of different weather environments. You can get this at snowies.com.au at our low prices every day.